Hi everyone. I wanted to clarify some of the material from class the other day when we were talking about spillover theory and the brutalization hypothesis. I'm going to post a updated slide in the slideshow that will help kind of visualize it. So at first I was trying to get y'all to think about spillover theory and brutalization as kind of two separate ways of thinking about how violence can become more common in our society. But really, spillover theory, when we think about brutalization as kind of a subset. So spillover can apply in two different contexts. One is for the individuals themselves, which is what we talked about in class. So for instance, athletes who commit aggressive acts or engage in aggression or violence in sports, that's legitimate, acceptable forms of aggression that can then spill over into arenas outside of sports. So for instance, the NFL players who engage in aggression on the field, the studies showing the increased incidence of domestic violence and interpersonal violence. We could talk about veterans who engage in aggression and violence in theaters of war, who then engage in interpersonal violence and intimate partner violence with their families. So you can also think about societal spillovers. So let's go back to athletics. So not just the athletes themselves, but also the fans who witness the acts of aggression. The acceptability of this can then spill over into fans of sports. So you see weird things like knife fights from fans in the parking lot after a game, or brawls after football or soccer matches. So societal spillover is more about kind of the culture of violence, so movies, video games. Certainly, some of this can get into brutalization. This is where we have the state or government or those in power set the example kind of from the top down that violence is an acceptable act. So this is capital punishment, that the state can put someone to death as a punishment. This is militarization of police or police brutality, and certain types of war we engage in particularly brutal types of war, so torturing prisoners or killing innocent civilians or even war crimes. That says to the rest of the society that this is acceptable and this is who we are. So I just wanted to kind of give you a clarification. I have a much better visualization, which I was trying to draw on the board with my messy handwriting. So I hope that that clears it up. We'll talk about it in class. Thanks.